What is up, Ninja Nation? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Remember, we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, jump in, join Ninja Nation, and now, without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. We're going to start with Justin Verlander, who had 8 Ks in 7 innings, giving up only 4 hits. He had his usual fastball and slider working, but what really jumped out to me was his curveball. It was dominant. Jose Quintana had 9 Ks in 5 innings. Austin Gomber had these beautiful curveballs, and one of these dropped over 77 inches. And y'all know by now how much I love big breaking lefty curveballs. Yes, I love big curveballs, and I cannot lie. And speaking of lefty curveballs, here's one from Reid Detmers. Detmers is going to be an ace in the major leagues at some point. Michael Kopech is always filthy. Maybe he was a little less filthy yesterday, but check out this fastball and curveball overlay. The curveball brought Salvi to his knees. Garrett Whitlock had this White Castle special. He's got a .54 ERA this season, and you can see why. Kyle Wright is coming into his own for the Atlanta Braves. He had 8 Ks in 7 innings and honestly didn't even have his A stuff. However, his fastball, breaking ball, and changeup were all still filthy. In fact, he collected a few swords, and check out these overlays of his fastball and changeup and fastball and breaking ball. I love games like this because when a pitcher doesn't have his A game, you see what he's made of, and Kyle has the right stuff. Boo, come on, Ninja, you have to stop these right puns. Michael Baumann had this 103-mile-an-hour slider. Well, at least according to StatCast he did. This pitch wasn't 103 miles an hour. It wasn't 800 and something RPMs, nor was it a slider. I think StatCast was on that good stuff. I love that Orioles broadcaster Melanie Newman wanted me to break this pitch down. Jonathan Loaisiga, a.k.a. Johnny Lasagna, was filthy. Look at these sinkers. One was 98 and ran 16 inches, and then this ridiculous 96-mile-an-hour backdoor sinker that ran 20 inches. That is insane. Devin Williams got his first save of the season, striking out the side and ending the game with these 3 consecutive airbenders. The rule is, on that last one, you have to call it. You have to even up the odds a little bit. I mean, the one in the dirt looked like a left-handed slider. And it kind of was. It was over 2,800 RPMs. Matt Barnes totally de-helmeted Bo Bichette here. That is a nasty knuckle curve. And maybe my filthiest pitch from a reliever last night was this back foot cutter by A.J. Minter. An absolute ankle breaker on Suzuki here. That's 91 miles an hour bearing in at your back ankle. But my filthiest pitcher from yesterday, that was Alek Manoah. Look at this stuff that Manoah was throwing. His slider is absolutely ridiculous. He gets absurd 2-plane break, and it gets up to 20 inches of horizontal movement, while his sinker gets pretty much the reverse. It moves almost 20 inches in the opposite direction. And when you overlay him, you can see what that does to hitters. This is ridiculous. You can make a slider look like a strike and dart out of the zone, while his sinker comes back and catches the zone. I don't know how anybody hits Manoah. Dude is going to win a Cy Young Award someday. He even has a much improved changeup. My favorite part, and not to brag, oh, who am I kidding? I'm bragging. He got his slider grip from me on Twitter.
So I'm looking, I've been following your account since before the t-shirts. And, man, I ran across a video of Chris Sale talking about, or Betances talking about his cutter.
Remember to hit subscribe so you can always get this awesome information directly from pitchers themselves. And now, my Pitching Ninja moment of zen. Go home, pitch location indicator. You're drunk.